Hello, my online learners, and welcome to Module 9. Module 9, we're still in Unit 4, but Unit 4 will end this week, and you'll have an exam at the end of it. So let's walk you through what's in Module 9. So in Module 9, we are still in Unit 4, and we're going to look at two different topics, the lymphatic system, which I think is the unloved system. You really don't even realize you have lymph nodes unless something goes wrong. I have to show you my mug here. It's a little moose, and it says, "I'm amused," or easily amused. It's from my friend. We saw a moose in Red Deer. It was quite exciting. In the park, the dog park. Okay, lymphatic system is a system that will drain the body. It also looks at barriers to disease, and we look at the immune system, which is quite a big deal. Then we're going to look at immunity and how the blood system, the blood has antigens and antibodies in it. Then we are going to look at the acquired immune system, and that is one where you develop antibodies and T cells. And then we're going to look at functions of specialized cells, which are called T cells and B cells. So that's what we're doing. Again, 3.5. This is a pretty intense one because this immunity stuff is a lot of information. So here's the introduction video, a little check-in just to see how you're doing. Now, this module is due Tuesday the 13th at 8 p.m. Sorry, 9 p.m. I don't know what happened there. Things used to be due at 8 p.m. and then suddenly they switched to 9 p.m. I hope you're okay with that. Again, there's the worksheets to work through and 2 worksheets to work through and the notes on the textbook, some introduction videos, some quick open book answer the questions. The inflammation assignment, this one is, I want you to watch this video, and while you're watching this video, I want you to describe the inflammatory response. So our body will naturally bring in blood cells to help fight infection, okay? And adaptive immunity, and we look at antibodies. So when we look at immunity, there are 3 lines of defense. The first line of defense is keeping it out, which is providing a barrier for our skin. The second line of defense is if something gets through that initial barrier, there is something to fight it. And that's where we talk about macrophages, which are white blood cells that break things down and engulf and digest. We talk about something called natural killer cells, inflammation, and then the third line of defense is called adaptive immune system. And this is where your body is triggered and then will produce T cells and B cells and antibodies. And it is quite detailed. You only need to know it at the detail level presented here. Okay? And so make sure you look at the results there. And then we have the beginning of the current research assessment. Now notice that the original post is due at the end of Module 9, which is May the 13th. You can push it over to a bit, but Part B is based on the first posts. So it's important you get it done. Now, another big thing at the end of this module is the test. Good, so here's a look at the schedule for Module 8 and Module 9. Notice that here are the assessments. You can start the current assessment for Part A. I had you look at it last week. That would be good if you can look at it. If not, we can it's carried over until the 13th. Now, we also have our Unit 4 exam, and the writing window starts on May the 12th and ends on the evening of May the 13th. Now, again, if you have any concerns about writing during that time, just let me know, but you need to let me know in advance. And as a little description for you, if you go under Module 9, at the bottom here, scroll. Right here, our exam 4 information. Here is some information on the exam, and then it again is a 1-hour exam, and it will cover just the material from module 8 and 9, and you will need your Respondus Lockdown browser, and it is 10%, 21 questions, 24 points, and it is due on May the 13th. So please make sure if you need to organize a proctor that you do that this week. And all the best with finishing up Unit 4 on Module 9. Take care.